How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on a future video or stream here on my channel. Also, make sure to head over to Twitch at Douglas447 with a capital D. Again, that's at Twitch at Douglas447. I stream there covering Destiny 2, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Warface, Avengers, Battlefield, things like that. So I encourage you guys to go over there, follow me for free. It's got a Detective Pikachu picture. And with that, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies of all time. I am so excited to finally get to talk to you guys about Tron Legacy, the 2010 reboot, remaster, Tron 2, sequel, whatever you guys want to call it. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is in my top 10 category, me personally, and I just am so excited to finally talk about this movie, guys. As always, we're going to talk about positives and negatives, and I'm going to give you guys my final review score. Before we start talking about it, I want to let you guys know that this movie is not perfect. I'm just really excited to finally talk about Tron Legacy. I've been going through all my Blu-rays, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's talk about this movie. Let's talk about this movie because I realized I hadn't talked about Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is a movie that I have seen 1,000 times. I love watching this movie constantly. I love watching this movie constantly with my dad. This movie brings back so many good memories, and I still remember going to my local theater that was part of a mall. Unfortunately, it's no longer there. They had to shut down because of the prices were just going up through the roof and it was getting ridiculous, and they changed management. But anyway, I remember going and seeing this movie with my dad, and I'm just like, wow, that was awesome. I had never seen the original Tron before seeing this one, and I have this movie on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K, and I still love watching this movie. Even though I know exactly what's going to happen, I still find something in it that is enjoyable. Whether it be the action scenes, the father and son connection, the explaining a little bit of the backstory of the Tron universe, and exploring everything. And I'm just like, there's so much potential in this universe that I'm like, I am so excited to watch and review the Tron Uprising Season 1 on Disney Plus, which that'll be out very soon for you guys. I am so excited to dive into more of this universe that this film set up. And I really do hope that we get a Tron 3. I know that's been a big rumor forever. At the time of me making this video, it is 2020. And, I mean, after 10 plus years, we still haven't gotten any news on a Tron 3. Like, it's been rumored that it's been in development and that they're bringing on people and then people keep quitting. And I'm just like, hopefully we will get a Tron 3 before I die. Really hoping. The soundtrack, they knocked it out of the park. The soundtrack is an 11 out of 10. I love the soundtrack. It is spectacularly well done. I own it on both disc and digital, and I enjoy listening to the soundtrack all the time. It mixes rock and electro perfectly. They nailed the Tron soundtrack. Really well done, guys. The CGI and the special effects, even 10 to 11 years or whatever later, they're still amazing and they hold up. I mean, the old Tron movie just looks like garbage. This Tron 2010 movie, just, you can tell it's from 2010, but it still looks amazing. It's still gorgeous to look at. Spectacular cast, including Jeff Bridges that plays Finn, aka Clue. And every character in this movie has a purpose in the film. Even if it's brief, every character that is in this movie has a purpose, has a meaning, and they're not just there to be some sort of useless side character. They have a goal of what they're supposed to do in the movie, and they accomplish it, even if it's only for a few minutes, even if it's only to give some amount of detail or to move the plot along. At least they're there doing something of importance. Amazing story about family, love, loss, and technology mixed in with amazing disc wars, vehicle combat, and a finale that I'm just like, I really, really hope we get a Tron 3, guys. I really hope we do. And honestly, in my own personal opinion, Tron Legacy is one of the best movies, not only of all time, but probably one of the top 3 movies of 2010. Um, I love this movie. I really love this movie. However, there are 2 things I want to talk about negative-wise about this film. I still don't understand why Tron and Tron Legacy has Tron in it. Because the character Tron in the movies is hardly in the film, and he does very little plot-wise in the film. Like when he's around, he's basically a bounty hunter, and then at the end of the film, he kind of like wakes up and realizes, hey, I'm on the bad guy's side, and he goes from being mind controlled to becoming a good guy, and he sacrifices himself to try to blow up Clue, and he fails. So Tron as a character just kind of feels weak, storytelling wise. So that's something I've always been boggled by as to why they call it Tron Legacy or whatever. I'm just like, why did they go with that name? I mean, it still sticks in your head. It's memorable as a movie title, but as Tron being related to what's actually happening in the film, Tron doesn't play that much of a part, especially in Tron Legacy. He doesn't do all that much in the movie. If anything, he's more of an irritation than a help. And then some of the characters and the locations in this film can also feel flat at times. Like you feel like there's like a backstory to this location. There's a backstory to this character. And because the movie's so crunched for time, which I really don't like, I wish this movie was like an extra half an hour longer because I want more. I feel like because it got crunched in time, there's a lot of characters and locations that can feel flat. And it forces the audience to end up having to watch shows or read comics to understand locations and characters' backstories completely. And that's fine to have that expanded material out there, but it should not be a requirement in order to enjoy a film. And unfortunately, that is the case for some of the characters, especially in the bar scene, which is my favorite scene in the movie. The bar scene where they're duking it out and they've got that awesome soundtrack with that amazing bass. I love that scene. It's my favorite scene and my least favorite scene all in one because there's characters in the movie and I'm just like that are in there and I'm just like, who are you? Why should I care about you? And then at the same time, I'm like, awesome fight scene, awesome soundtrack moment. So overall, guys, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Tron Legacy from 2010, I highly encourage you guys to go and do so. You can get it on your digital media outlets, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, and of course it is also on Disney+. So let me know in the comments section. I got 2 questions for you guys. Which do you think is the better Tron movie, the original or Tron Legacy? And do you think we're ever going to get a Tron 3? So let me know in the comments section. With that, guys, I'm giving Tron Legacy from 2010 a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I did say earlier, I will end up watching Tron Uprising Season 1 on Disney+. And I will be reviewing that for you guys here on the channel as to whether or not you guys should watch the show or not. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I finally got that out of my system. I finally was able to talk to you guys about Tron Legacy, one of my favorite movies ever. Go watch the movie, guys. You will not be disappointed. You're going to love it. All right. Have a good one, guys.